Welcome to the Procurement Professional channel. This is Ashraf Salah, who will explain the Cips L4 methodology. We are still explaining the first book of L4M1. L4M1, Scope of Influence of Procurement and Supply. Today we will start explaining Chapter 2. Understand and analyze the key steps when procuring goods or services. We have 4 topics to explain. 2.1 Explain each stage of the Cips procurement cycle. 2.2 Analyze each stage of the Cips procurement cycle in relation to adding value. 2.3 Explain how electronic systems can be used at different stages of the Cips procurement cycle. 2.4 Analyze the relationship between policy and process compliance and required outcomes. Topic 1. 2.1 Explain each stage of the Cips procurement cycle. Consists of 2 points. 2.11 Cips procurement cycle. Pre-contract award stages, stages 1 to 8 of the Cips procurement cycle for generic procurement and supply activities. 2.1.2 Cips procurement cycle. Post-contract award stages, stages 9 to 13 of the Cips procurement cycle for generic procurement and supply activities. Topic 2. 2.2 Analyze each stage of the Cips procurement cycle in relation to adding value. Consists of 2 points. 2.2.1 The purpose and added value created at each pre-contract award stage, 1/8 of the Cips procurement cycle. 2.22 The purpose and added value created at each post-contract award stage, 9/13 of the Cips procurement cycle. Topic 3. Explain how electronic systems can be used at different stages of the Cips procurement cycle. Consists of 3 points. 2.3.1 Definition and function, or e-requisitions, e-catalogs, e-auctions, e-tendering, and online supplier evaluation systems. 2.2 The application of electronic systems at each pre-contract award stage, stages 1/8 of the Cips procurement cycle. 2.33 The application of electronic systems at each post-contract award stage, stages 9/13 of the Cips procurement cycle. And topic 4. 2.4 Analyze the relationship between policy and process compliance and required outcomes. Consist of 2 points. 2.4.1 Organizational and contextual drivers for structured procurement and supply process. 2.4.2 Understanding and balancing the relationship between policy and process compliance with securing added value and customer service outcomes in different contexts. Today we will start explaining the first topic. 2.1 Explain each stage of the Cips procurement cycle. The Cips procurement cycle. The Cips procurement cycle is a comprehensive diagram which shows each stage relating to the procurement process. All the elements in the procurement cycle that take place before the contract is awarded are referred to as the pre-contract award stage. Likewise, all the elements in the procurement cycle that take place after the contract has been awarded are known as the post-contract award stage. Both these stages fit together to provide procurement professional with a method to ensure that procurement is conducted effectively and efficiently. The point at which the pre- and post-contract award stages come together is the actual award and implementation of the contract. The first point of the topic, 2.1.1 Cips procurement cycle, pre-contract award stages. Stages 1 to 8 of the Cips procurement cycle for generic procurement and supply activities. Stage 1. Define business needs and develop the specification. Defining business needs. 1. Identify the requirement. Understand what the business needs in terms of goods or services. This involves discussions with stakeholders to gather detailed information about the requirement. 2. Analyze the need. Determine the purpose and necessity of the requirement. Consider factors like the impact on business operations, cost implications, and alignment with business goals. 3. Document the need. Clearly document the requirement, including the quantity, quality, delivery timelines, and any specific conditions or constraints. Developing the specification. 1. Functional specifications. Describe what the product or service should do. This includes performance criteria, technical requirements, and any standards that need to be met. 2. Technical specifications. Provide detailed technical requirements, including materials, dimensions, and any specific technical standards. 3. Performance specifications. Outline the performance criteria that the product or service must meet. This can include durability, efficiency, and other performance metrics. 4. Compliance specifications. Ensure that the product or service complies with relevant laws, regulations, and industry standards. 5. Quality specifications. Define the quality standards that the product or service must meet. This can include testing requirements, quality control processes, and acceptance criteria. Stage 2. Market analysis and make or buy decision. Market analysis. 1. Understand the market. Analyze the current market conditions, including supply and demand dynamics, market trends, and competitive landscape. 2. Supplier analysis. Identify potential suppliers, their capabilities, and their market share. Evaluate their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT analysis. 3. Cost analysis. Assess the cost structures of potential suppliers and compare them with in-house production costs. Consider factors like raw material costs, labor costs, and overheads. 4. Risk analysis. Identify potential risks in the market, such as supply chain disruptions, geopolitical factors, and economic instability. Develop strategies to mitigate these risks. Make or buy decision. 1. Strategic importance. Evaluate the strategic importance of the product or service. If it is critical to your business operations or provides a competitive advantage, making it in-house might be preferable. 2. Core competencies. Assess whether the production of the product or service aligns with your company's core competencies. If it does not, outsourcing might be more efficient. 3. Cost considerations. Compare the total costs of making the product in-house versus buying it from an external supplier. Include direct costs, materials, labor, and indirect costs, overheads, logistics. 4. Quality and control. Consider the level of quality and control required. In-house production might offer better control over quality, but external suppliers might have specialized expertise. 5. Capacity and resources. Evaluate your company's capacity and resources. If you lack the necessary resources or expertise, buying might be the better option. 6. Flexibility and scalability. Consider the flexibility and scalability of both options. External suppliers might offer more flexibility in scaling production up or down based on demand. 3 pillars of make or buy decision. 1. Business strategy. Align the decision with your overall business strategy. Consider the long-term implications and how the decision fits into your strategic goals. 2. Cost and efficiency. Analyze the cost-effectiveness and efficiency of both options. Consider not only the immediate costs, but also the long-term financial impact. 3. Risk management. Assess the risks associated with each option and develop strategies to mitigate them. Consider factors like supply chain stability, quality control, and compliance with regulations. Stage 3. Develop the strategy and plan. Developing a procurement strategy and plan involves several key steps to ensure alignment with organizational goals and effective procurement practices. 1. Business context. Understand the market. Analyze the market conditions, trends, and competitive landscape. This helps in identifying opportunities and threats. Industry insights. Gather insights about the industry to understand where your organization stands compared to competitors. 2. Stakeholder engagement. Identify stakeholders. Recognize all relevant stakeholders, including internal departments and external partners. Engage stakeholders. Involve stakeholders in the strategy development process to ensure their needs and expectations are met. 3. Vision and objectives. Define vision. Establish a clear vision for the procurement function that aligns with the overall business strategy. Set objectives. Develop specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART objectives for procurement. 4. Procurement capabilities. Assess capabilities. Evaluate the current capabilities of the procurement team and identify any gaps. Develop skills. Plan for training and development to enhance the skills and capabilities of the procurement team. 5. Strategic planning. Develop the plan. Create a detailed plan outlining the steps to achieve the procurement objectives. This includes timelines, resources, and responsibilities. Risk management. Identify potential risks and develop mitigation strategies to address them. 6. Performance measurement. Set metrics. Define key performance indicators, KPIs, to measure the success of the procurement strategy. Monitor and review. Regularly monitor progress against the KPIs and review the strategy to ensure it remains aligned with business goals. Key considerations. Alignment with business strategy. Ensure that the procurement strategy supports the overall business strategy and contributes to achieving corporate objectives. Flexibility and adaptability. The strategy should be flexible enough to adapt to changing market conditions and business needs. Sustainability and ethics. Incorporate sustainability and ethical considerations into the procurement strategy to promote responsible sourcing practices. Whether an invitation to tender, ITT, or request for quotation, RFQ, is more appropriate. The decision to produce an ITT or RFQ depends on the nature of the need. Where the need is a one-off product, such as a spare part of a machine, an RFQ would be the best method to obtain a price. If the need were a complex service, such as the provision of ongoing health and safety training for individuals within an organization, a tender would be more suitable. Invitation to tender, ITT, versus request for quotation, RFQ. Prior to sending out an ITT or RFQ, the buyer should investigate to competition to see what is happening in the marketplace and to assess the potential differences in price that they may receive. If the potential supplier has a monopoly, the buyer may not be able to negotiate prices. The lack of competition may be seen as unfair. Stage 4. Pre-procurement market testing. This stage is essential for ensuring that the procurement strategy aligns with current market conditions and stakeholder needs. 1. Market testing. This involves assessing the market to determine the best time to enter. Factors such as competitor activity, new legislation, and supplier financial cycles are considered. 2. Stakeholder engagement. Engaging with stakeholders to understand their needs and how the procurement strategy can be adapted to meet those needs. 3. Market engagement. Reaching out to potential suppliers to gather information and insights that can inform the procurement strategy. This stage helps in making informed decisions about whether to proceed with procurement or to hold back, ensuring that the strategy is flexible and responsive to market dynamics. Stage 5. Develop documentation and detailed specification. This stage involves several critical activities. 1. Creating detailed specifications. This includes defining the exact requirements for the goods or services to be procured. Specifications should cover aspects such as quality, quantity, functionality, and performance. 2. Preparing documentation. This involves creating all necessary documents to support the procurement process. These documents might include request for quotation, RFQ, invitation to tender, ITT, and other relevant procurement documents. 3. Stakeholder involvement. Engaging relevant stakeholders to ensure that the specifications and documentation meet their needs and expectations. This stage ensures that all requirements are clearly defined and documented, which helps in selecting the right suppliers and achieving the desired procurement outcomes. Stage 6. Supplier selection to participate in tender. This stage involves several important activities. 1. Identifying potential suppliers. This includes researching and identifying suppliers who have the capability, capacity, and financial stability to meet the procurement requirements. 2. Pre-qualification. Suppliers are evaluated based on criteria such as past performance, financial health, and compliance with regulatory requirements. 3. Shortlisting suppliers. Based on the pre-qualification process, a short list of suppliers is created. These suppliers are then invited to participate in the tender process. This stage is crucial as it ensures that only the most suitable suppliers are considered, which can lead to better procurement outcomes. Stage 7. Issue tender documents. This stage involves several key activities. 1. Preparing tender documents. This includes creating comprehensive documents such as the Invitation to Tender, ITT, and Request for Quotation, RFQ. These documents outline the requirements, terms, and conditions for the procurement. 2. Distributing tender documents. The prepared documents are then issued to the shortlisted suppliers who have been selected to participate in the tender process. 3. Setting timelines. Clear timelines are established for the submission of bids, ensuring that suppliers have adequate time to prepare their responses. This stage is crucial as it formally invites suppliers to submit their bids, setting the stage for the evaluation and selection process. Stage 8. Bid and tender evaluation and validation. This stage involves several critical activities. 1. Evaluation of bids. All submitted bids are evaluated against predefined criteria. This ensures that the bids meet the required standards and specifications. 2. Validation of bids. This involves verifying the accuracy and completeness of the bids. It ensures that all necessary information is provided and that the bids are compliant with the tender requirements. 3. Selection of the best bid. Based on the evaluation and validation, the best bid is selected. This bid should offer the best value for money and meet all the procurement requirements. This stage is crucial as it ensures that the procurement process is fair, transparent, and results in the selection of the most suitable supplier. This is the end of today. Ashraf Saleh was with you from Procurement Professional Channel. We will meet you soon to explain the Cips L4 methodology. Thanks and have a good day.